y'all, it feels really good to be back at camp.
Yeah.
Tonight is going to be our fourth night here at Taylor's Ferry, and tomorrow we head on to go visit family and driveway camp in Arkansas. Okay, also David is a firebug. The fire's not growing fast enough for him, so what is he gonna do? Use our leaf blower. He's gonna turbocharge that fire.
Hey, we gotta get the coals going. That way we can build it up as high as we want.
Here we go. Might be a little loud, y'all.
A little bit of that here and there won't hurt.
So we come to this campground a lot. This is Taylor's Ferry South, Corps of Engineer. $20 a night for 50 amp. We've never been on this site. And is this not the longest pull through you've ever seen anywhere? I bet we could fit 4 to 5 cars just lined up on our back driveway. And then out of the front of the RV, there's definitely room for 2 more, easy. And then another thing that we really like is the site is kind of terraced. See how the site is totally elevated over the hill and then kind of terraced? Pretty cool, gives you a nice big hangout area. So not too cold out, but just cold enough to enjoy fire. I really can't remember the last time we did a campfire. You know, the summer we just don't even screw with it. It's just too hot to even enjoy it. But right now it's just perfect temperature. What do you think it is, David? Like mid 50s out?
Yeah, it's probably mid 50s right now.
Something like that. So just good enough to come sit outside and enjoy the fire and the view of the lake. I think here in a little bit, David's gonna make some dinner, some salmon and grilled veggies. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it should be really good.
I think my mom's gonna come visit us for a little while this afternoon, and we might play some card games or something. Jesus. I think we have a fire now. Seemed like a lot of that firewood was wet.
Yeah, I think that's where it was bought last time with some friends, and
Oh,
it just wasn't
yeah.
that well seasoned. So
Yeah, it was a little hard to burn, wasn't it?
yeah,
And I think it was the same
it's
place.
looking a lot better now than it did then. It's still not quite seasoned, but I mean, you could just hear it boiling last time we was out at the state park with this firewood.
So for this camp trip, Moira the Laredo decided that she needed a couple things if we were going to have a good time with her. And let me tell you what I'm talking about. Nothing big. Well, so after 3 years, we finally had to get a new battery, which I'm really happy that you know, that battery held in there for 3 years. And we found one at Costco for like 86 bucks. So I was kind of suspicious that our deep cycle battery was starting to lose its life, because I noticed the last time we took the RV out that when I would use the tongue jack to hitch up to the truck, you know, to raise it enough to put on the weight distribution, that you know, the jack just kind of started giving out a bit. It just, like a dead battery would, you know, starts out good and then kind of starts to slow down. So I'd been kind of suspecting that was the deal. And then when we got to this trip, our travel trailer has the electric auto leveling system, and we unhitched just fine, and I pushed the button for it to auto level, and when the rear jacks came down and then it wanted to pitch the trailer like left to right, to level it left to right, it was just about there, and then everything just blinked out and the screen came back on, some kind of error, and the battery just didn't have enough oomph in it, enough life to push all those power stabilizers to really kind of raise one side of the trailer. So I was like, oh well, crap. So I just kind of manually overrided each jack one at a time and got it level, got it stabilized. So the next day it was a run to Costco. Our front auto stabilizers, auto levelers, whatever, are kind of that style, and then in the back it's more of the vertical kind of fifth wheel style. And when it started powering that one and the one in the front to lift that side of the trailer, that's when the battery was like, nah, I'm done, I need replaced. So I'm really looking forward to when we go to our next spot in Arkansas at David's family. I'm really looking forward to seeing how well the auto stabilizing system performs with that fresh new battery, and then of course hitching up when we leave here tomorrow. So the other thing it needed was gas lines. Our trailer's 3 years old now, and it had just the standard rubber lines that it came with from the factory. Well, at home I went out and turned the propane on to turn the furnace on and all that good stuff, and I started smelling gas, and then I heard like a hissing sound, and it came from over here. So I was kind of feeling, and on the back side of that rubber hose it was cracked all along really bad and had a hole just shooting gas out. This one, I inspected it and it was the same way, but it hadn't started leaking yet. So on Amazon I ordered these 2 steel braided lines. They come with a little gauge, and I think I paid 25 bucks for those. Super simple installation. And I've always heard these gas gauges aren't very reliable, but so far for us it has been. This is in the green area, that's really about how much gas we have in that one. This tank is full, but it's turned off, and you know, it's reading properly. And so far no leaks, and we're happy to go. We're able to use all our gas and everything. And you know, I've seen people just go ahead and upgrade these anyways. So you know, after 3 years, old Moira the Laredo she was ready for a couple little things. But you know, that's just the way it goes when you have an RV. You got to stay on top of that kind of stuff. You're gonna have to replace things once in a while. Luckily, you know, nothing expensive, nothing a big deal. I did earlier get on the roof and do another roof inspection. You saw our video 2-3 videos ago or whatever, where we were hanging out in the storm and the rain looking for leaks. Well, we didn't find any leaks, but when I got on the roof putting Christmas lights up, I did notice a few little spots I needed touched up. So I got out the old caulking gun and the self-leveling and got out there and did a little touch-up. So she's good to go. Moore's ready for another trip. Nothing like just hanging out. And here come the boys. David's got the puppies saddled up. I think we're gonna go for a walk. Okay, y'all, so before we get there, I want to talk a little shit, and I'm going to talk a little quiet. This travel trailer up ahead of us, they are towing this thing with a little Chevy S10, like a late 90s Chevy S10. I'm like, there is no way, like that, there's no way that is even remotely safe.
I think a lot of that happened whenever people started going and buying RVs because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And they didn't have the tow vehicle, and they went and bought the RV they could afford and realized that they were not able to tow. Well, had to just basically use whatever they had, whether it was capable or not.
Yeah, there were a lot of new RV owners.
So if
Through
any
the
of y'all
pandemic.
people out there don't RV but thinking about getting into it, make sure you get something that you can tow
Safely.
Yeah.
And don't believe your RV dealer when they tell you that your vehicle can tow it. Because we had to go buy that little Super Duty because they told us, oh, your half ton can tow it. No, it couldn't.
Yeah, and you'll see these commercials about these pickup trucks, these half tons, they can tow 10,000 pounds. Well, that's if you got it set up correctly. So make sure you know what your truck's set up for.
Like the gears on the truck.
Because I have an F-150, and I think like the most capable one could tow about 10 or 11,000 pounds. But mine can only tow 7,000 pounds, and I don't even think that you should try to push something to its maximum capability anyway.
No, very risky.
So I really wouldn't tow anything more than maybe 5,000 or 6,000 pounds with my F-150, but we kind of did that, and we had to go buy a Super Duty.
Yeah, like an emergency Super Duty purchase.
Yeah,
we were not planning on buying a truck.
So thank God we was able to find something within our budget.
Yeah, like did not budget to buy another truck, but found something that we could swing.
So that's just something to keep in mind.
But it does seem like there were a lot of new RV purchases over the pandemic where people just didn't know what the hell they were doing.
Yeah, and then it got to the point where I guess like even if you could afford the tow vehicle, that doesn't mean you can get it because everything was so out of stock
and overpriced.
Yeah, being truck drivers, you wouldn't imagine the kind of things we've seen being towed out there by vehicles that had no business towing that.
Oh yeah, it seems like a lot of like mom's minivans and crossovers are towing like a 22-foot travel trailer.
Yeah, people.
You'll see the rear suspension just on the ground, and we've even seen them without any weight distribution hitch.
Oh yeah.
Or anti-sway or anything.
They'll be going 70, 80 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So.
And swaying down the road and everything.
Oh yeah, crazy.
Little Bear, he's our water dog. He likes getting in the lake. Monkey, he's like, no, I don't think so. I'm cool watching right here. Monkey's not having it. Uh-oh, y'all. Looks like trouble's here. There comes my mom. This is her second night in a row coming out to visit us. We always have such a good time. She just scored a real nice little pop-up that she's super excited about, and so we wanted to show her some sights and really get her amped up on bringing her pop-up out with us. Y'all know how moms are? She is taking forever to get out because she's grabbing, I'm gonna guess, tons of groceries that we told her she did not need to bring. Hey Mom, say hi to our YouTube people.
Hi YouTube people.
I was just kind of teasing you. I was like, typical moms, she brings all kinds of groceries.
I'm a mom.
So yeah, Mom came to visit and we're gonna cook, and Mom, we went and got a bunch of firewood and just gonna kind of hang out.
Mom brought wine.
Mom brought wine. I knew Mom was going to bring wine. All right, so David is back out here to cooking. What do we got going on so far, David?
We got asparagus, green beans, and mushrooms. And if you look over to your right, you'll see the salmon that's about to go on the grill.
Oh, there's the salmon right there. Oh yeah, and that's looking good. Of course, as moms do, she brought all kinds of munchies and food and wine, even though we told her she didn't need to. But that's moms for you.
You're not the boss of me.
All right, we got all the light.
That's awesome.
Right? And I just charged it.
How do I turn it off and on? This button.
There's nothing like company at the RV, fireside, good food on the grill, good times. This is living, y'all. Yummy.
Yeah.
Are we making y'all hungry? Oh yeah.
Hopefully. Put some avocado oil and some salt and pepper on
What are you putting on it?
those. A little bit of avocado oil
Keep them drying out.
and just kind of crisp them up a little bit, and then we're gonna put some salt and pepper, and hopefully the avocado oil will help the salt and pepper stick a little bit. That might be.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea.
Of course, I've got that world famous peppercorn melody that I love so much. I might as well be an advertising partner.
Spokesperson.
Yeah.
Cooking by flashlight, y'all.
It happens, especially out here in the wintertime. But you know, it's getting so good out here in the wintertime. You can cook in the late evenings of the day.
Yummy, I'm excited. Tell us what you got on that salmon, David.
Okay, so on this salmon, I have got some paprika, some onion powder, garlic powder, dill, peppercorn melody, and salt. And then I got some chopped up or kind of diced garlic and some lemon on there.
Looks good. I can't wait.
All that seasoning really helps get a good crust on that salmon. So that's one of my secrets to getting like good crust.
I'm excited. Guys, we're just having a great night. Fire is raging now. All right, time for the salmon, guys.
Okay, I've never put such a big piece of salmon on the grill before, so
Oh, it's not
let's
gonna
just-
break, is it? There you go. Goodness. We don't close it. Yummy. Smells good already. I swear I can already smell it. Well, guys, it has been this is our fourth night. It's been a great time.
It has been a very good time here at Taylor's Ferry. It's always a pleasure. We love this campground, and it seems like everybody else hates it. So,
Which is good for us.
good for us. Yeah.
Don't take our sites, Lindsay. But so yeah, this is the last night here at Taylor's Ferry. So we're gonna be winding it down here before too long, and I think I want to pre-game tonight. Get at least the inside of the trailer ready.
Yeah, we'll probably stop and put everything away right before the end of the night and get
Yeah.
to bed. That way, it's just hooking up and towing out.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're headed over to Silent Springs, Arkansas, and we're gonna driveway camp at David's mom's house for Christmas. Speaking of moms, y'all see my mom in the background.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's been a real good night, and oh, mom,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas,
I think
everybody.
that's a good note to end this this video on.
Happy camping, y'all.
Happy camping,
Happy
guys.
camping.